Mizzy World Entertainment is back to present episode 8 of Mizzy Sports NBA, hosted by yours truly and my big bro, Raw Dog. What's the deal, bro?
See, what, episode 8?
Episode 8, man. Episode 8. So, to start it off, we got 3 game sixes tonight, 3 possible elimination games tonight. Let's start off giving our predictions in these game 6 games. First game, Sixers, Raptors. Who you got?
I got the Raptors probably going 7, man.
Ooh, do you see the Sixers winning this series?
Not if it goes 7.
Oh my goodness, I got the Sixers tonight because I completely agree with my big bro. If it goes 7, I got the Raptors, and I don't see it going 7. I don't see Doc folding this one to this Raptors team, especially without Van Fleet. If they drop this game, I'm done. Let's move on.
They dropped the last one without Van Fleet.
Yeah, that is true. He got hurt in the first quarter. My bad. But let's move on to the second one. Mavs Jazz. Who you got?
I got the Jazz winning.
Ooh, game 7. So are they pulling this series out? Or you got the Mavs pulling it out at home?
I got the Mavs pulling it out at home, but I got it going 7.
Okay. I got the Mavs winning tonight. I got the Mavs closing it out in 6. I just think they're too crisp right now on offense. What's his name? Brunson?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's playing out of his mind, and then Luka's back to being Luka. Last game, Pelicans, Suns. Who you got?
Got the Suns.
Got the Suns? Okay, closing it out.
Yeah.
I'm going to disagree. This one is going to go 7. I'm going to take the Pelicans. What do you think about the opinion that Brandon Ingram is the best player in this series without Devin Booker? We know Devin Booker's going to be back, but he's not going to be Devin Booker.
I agree. He been playing well, man. Very well. I kind of agree with it to a certain extent. I think he's playing well. And I never really watched Ingram play a lot, but watching him over the past couple of nights,
right,
like,
facts.
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Being able to really take in his game and soak it in. You get what I'm saying?
By the time they games come on, would niggas be
Yep.
sleeping.
And then they wasn't even relevant until the end of the year. So I'm not staying up to watch no 20-win Pelicans team without Zion.
They're a whole hour behind us as far as so we can't even be late anyway.
See ya. You dig what I'm saying? All right, but let's move on. So before we get into the Nets, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, what has been the most surprising thing to you thus far this playoffs, if it's not the Brooklyn Nets getting swept?
There is no other surprise that's bigger than that. They got swept. And the expectations that were so high in the beginning of the year, everybody jaws dropped. Because like I said, this is worse than the Lakers shit. This is worse than the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just bad, man. It's bad. I mean, nobody would predict them to get, well, somebody probably did predict it, but they got swept, bro.
Not too many people predicted them getting swept. Not too many people predicted them losing that series in general. So, for me, the most surprising thing so far throughout this playoffs has been the competition that's been out there and the fact that the Nets were the only team to not win one playoff game in the 2022 NBA playoffs. That's mind-boggling.
With the talent that you have.
Yes. That's real life. What's the word I'm looking for? Unacceptable. That's unacceptable from those 2 superstars. And to chime in more on that, whose legacy does it affect more, them getting swept? Kevin Durant or Kyrie Irving?
I'm gonna say Kevin Durant. The only reason I'm saying it because you chose to leave a championship team that you was on to go play somewhere else because you feel like you had to prove it to do it to yourself because of that argument that you and Draymond got into.
Yep.
You get
here,
you
got in your feelings.
You get here and you get persuaded into we're gonna play good together. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that.
Not only that, you get talked out of the first place you initially wanted to go, which reports was New York,
the Knicks,
right? Madison Square Garden,
right?
You feel what I'm saying? So
I just feel like, man, his should be more. I think because I feel like somebody took you out of your comfort zone and you being in your feelings, and I love KD. You know what I'm saying? You being in your feelings. Now look at you, man. Like you gonna be known as the guy that left Golden State to go play with Kyrie Irving and didn't win a championship.
Yeah,
because you wanted to do it on your own.
Exactly. I would say Kevin Durant as well for a different reason, though. I'm going to say Kevin Durant simply because I felt like this was all about Kevin Durant. Regardless, I feel like we know who Kyrie Irving is. He's a great player. He's a great talent, but he's not engaged. He's not in love with the competition that comes with this high-level game. You get what I'm saying? So we know what Kyrie Irving is. The book was still out on Kevin Durant and what his legacy was going to be solidified as. If he went out and won a championship with this Brooklyn Nets team, it would have solidified him as one of the greatest to ever do it. Now, without that win and you getting swept, now you're known as the dude that joined the team that won 73 games that you had down 3-1, lost that 3-1 series to, joined that very next summer, left because Draymond told you that they was winners before you, and then they continue to be winners proceeding you while you continue to go back to being a loser. Not to call him a loser because he's far from a loser, but if you don't get another championship, that's a nail in the coffin, man. But to say that, do you see them being the favorites moving forward? Like next year, if they come back with Ben Simmons?
No, I never see them. I never see them being a favorite. What I saw this year was enough.
Right.
Because if the mass mandate go back up, right back where you started.
Exactly. So which who knows?
Which knows? You're not gonna play.
Especially New York. You in Brooklyn. I'm hearing that the mass mandate is like going in and out, and
you won't be able to play no more home games again. It was right back where you was at. Ben Simmons don't play if his fucking tooth hurt. So it's like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Or if his feelings hurt.
So it's like,
it's his back, his mental, then his back, his mental.
You at, man.
Exactly.
Right back where you at next year.
And the thing was, it's so weird to look at his initial statement when he signed with the Warriors and how he was saying, I wanted to play with a team that loves basketball. They love to move the ball. They're free playing. You get what I'm saying? And then to look at his statement once he leaves, it's just so contradictory in
to what you said.
Exactly. Like now, oh, that system doesn't work all the time. You got to go ISO more. It was just a lot that goes into it. But let's move on into the teams that's moving on. Let's look into round number 2. What are you seeing from this Bucks Celtics series? Who do you have? How many games? Why?
This is going to be one of the best series ever, man.
Completely agree.
I'm going to go with Boston, man.
Mm-hmm.
I just think Tatum is a monster.
How many games?
I think it's going to be 4-2.
Okay.
I got them. Their defense, bro. Marcus Smart, yes. Tatum. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they're active.
Two alone, man. Like, bro, I love how Marcus Smart play the game. Mm-hmm. I love how much he loved basketball. Mm-hmm. I love how he played defense. I love how he dived with every ball. Mm-hmm. I love how the motherfucker will argue and go toe to toe with any nigga in the NBA.
Anybody.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no pussy in him. You know
nope,
what I'm saying?
None at all. No back down in him.
Celtics team beating the Bucks 4-2.
Ooh. That's a hard argument. I mean, that's a hard point to argue, especially if Middleton is out. I'm gonna say if Middleton can get back by at least game 3, I'm gonna go with the Bucks in 7 because that's my finals pick. I'm not gonna waver off of my finals pick, but I told you, bro, this Celtics team, they ain't no joke, bro. They ain't no joke, man. So I'm gonna still rock with who to me is the best player in the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo. I'm gonna assume that his number 2 player is gonna come back in Middleton, and even if so, I still think Giannis has another ceiling to break through to even beat this team, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that he's going to do it, but I could see it happening to say even stamp more like, yo, this dude is official tissue. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with the Bucks in 7. Moving on, let's look into. The Warriors are the only team to advance so far in the Western Conference. So, how do you see them stacking up against Minnesota or against Ja and them?
The one thing that this year has proved is that the NBA is just completely unpredictable. So you're never going to really know. Mm-hmm. I don't know who I'd rather play. I feel like they both got they're dangerous to them.
I'd rather play Minnesota. I
feel like people say that because Karl Anthony Towns is not as he had these games where he do great, and he had the games where he has
lows though. Like he has like back-to-back games where you'll be like,
right,
where you at? You feel what I'm saying? So
I can understand why you say that. Mm-hmm. Memphis is dangerous, man. Mm-hmm. They fucking dangerous. So
they both dangerous. I feel like
they both dangerous, but I feel like Memphis might be a little bit more dangerous than Minnesota, so to speak.
You know of course. Definitely agree.
Either way, bro, I got the Warriors winning the series. No matter who they play.
Yeah, I got the Warriors winning it in 6. Probably 5 if they get Minnesota, but I got them beating Ja and them in 6 if they do face them. You can just tell throughout this series that the Memphis Grizzlies are having with the Minnesota Timberwolves that they're still trying to gain their experience and learn how to win. You get what I'm saying? Like how the Warriors had to come and get this closeout game. Jokic went absolutely ballistic the last 2 games. It's an art. There's an art to learning how to close these games out, and that experience is going to come back to bite them. And as Warriors fans, we remember them knocking the Warriors out of that play-in tournament. You think Steph Dre don't remember? You think
Hell
Clay
yeah.
wasn't sitting on that sideline on the bike remembering? So they got a little revenge in store for Memphis. I feel like if they face them, so I'm gonna go with the Warriors in 6 if they face Memphis, and 5 if they face Minnesota. They're too much up and down. They're too inconsistent. But before we get out of here, you wavering off your picks, man?
Nah,
Nah.
nah. I still got Warriors in Miami, bro.
Okay, Miami looking dominant right now.
Good,
I ain't gonna
good,
stunt, but it's
man.
like I mean
Find out.
they gonna have to go through one of those Giannis or Jason, one of the two. No.
I think they're ready, man.
We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna still stick with mine as well. I'm still stick with Milwaukee and Golden State. This is episode 8, Mad Mizzy Sports NBA, Mizzy World ENT, Raw 810. Y'all know what it is. Like, comment, subscribe, share, listen. Get in this comment section. Get the debate going. Let me know. Let us know what y'all think about this playoff so far, and whose legacy was affected more by that sweep, and what do y'all think? Where do y'all think Katie's legacy is standing right now? Y'all know what it is. Man, Mizzy Sports, Mizzy World Entertainment. Gang.